right. It's another divorce court episode. I'm not going to play the video. I'm just going to stick in the comment section, but I will give the details. I'll put the link in the description if you want to go check it out yourself. But the case is a couple in their early 40s, been together 15 years, 11 married, 4 kids. The guy was, everything about sorry that you can think of. Didn't work, just financial hell. But the one thing I guess he protected his kid. That's it. Other than that, it's pretty safe to call him dumb. Uh, the woman held it down. She, from what they say, was the one who always had a job. Um, until she decided to move on because she found a guy that has some more money, and she herself, she was around a while, and she up and left and took the kids. Now, it seems that women are totally dismissing the fact that she lied about it for a while, cheated, she helped him have the kids, took the kids, and just left them high and dry. Now, I'm not going to tell anybody that they have to stay with somebody who's a deadbeat and a loser. I'm not going to say that at all. But she knew who he was before she had those 4 kids. Why she have the 4 kids? That's the problem. You helped him create the situation. I read in the comment section where somebody said that a woman's decisions and her bad decisions and her poor, just everything that she does that's wrong is always masked by the fact that there's a man there. And it's just, oh, well, the man should have this and the man should have that. She should have never married this guy in the first place. She should have never had this guy's kids in the first place. Now, I talked to a female family member about it, and she said, oh, women just wanted to work. Okay, and that means it's not her fault that she had 4 kids while trying to make something work that wasn't working. That's irresponsible. So that makes them both irresponsible. So my question is, why does she get an out and he doesn't? Just because he's a man? So let's flip the script and see if people still have the same tone. And before I say that, I'm going to say that it seems that a lot of people think that women, just because they dealt with something like this, they deserve something better by default. She didn't do anything better. Nothing. She just deserves better because he's trash. That's it. That's the logic. So let's flip it. Let's say he comes up on some money, wins the lotto, whatever. And he says, you know what? I found a little Instagram thought. She looks better than you because this chick doesn't look that great. That you go watch the video. And he says, I'm going to take the 4 kids. You get to see them on the weekends, but I want you to babysit. And that's that. Is that a thumbs up? Are we supporting that behavior, that decision? Or is it by default of him being a man that he has to be loyal? He has to be ride or die. Because, he's been with this mediocre looking chick forever, right? Doesn't he by default deserve something better looking? Just on the basis of it? We're giving that logic to the woman, right? Let's throw a third perspective in there. Let's talk about the guy. Let's say I come up on some money, right? And I see a couple just like this. The guy's not providing. They got a bunch of kids. They're struggling. The woman's stressed out. And I tell her, hey, I'm financially well off because of this. And you can come enjoy with me. Just get your kids. We're moving out of state, away from this guy, leave him where he's at. And that's that. Is that still a plaudable, level up thing that I kept seeing in the comment section? Is that commendable? If that's trash on either of these two dudes' ends, why is it not trash on her end? Just because it sounds like it's just because she's a woman. And that way of thinking is what really, really bothers me. When we get to this point, we get to this idea of women are just absolved from having to endure anything just because they're women. Just because. Because she did nothing to deserve a better situation. She helped create it. Yeah, I get it. She was the better of the two. Absolutely. But she helped create the situation. Why did she deserve an out? Why did she deserve that? And let's not forget, she uprooted herself and went somewhere with somebody she was unsure of. That's why she didn't tell her husband. So she could have potentially put her and her kids in a bad spot. Still could be bad. He could decide, because remember, he's a rich guy in Miami. He could decide, not for me. You, mediocre looking, 4 kids. It's a bunch of hotties out here that I'd rather be with. Why are we not thinking about the fact that she is making herself completely vulnerable to this guy for the simple fact that he has money? Nobody's saying, is he safe? Nobody's saying, is he, mentally there? Nobody's saying, is he using his money to manipulate her because she was so down and out? Nobody's asking that question. It's all simply, she deserves to level up because she has a vagina. All right, and before I get off, I just want to ask last question. It's kind of like besides the point, but I gotta ask it. Based on their relationship, doesn't she owe him spousal support? Doesn't she owe him transitional support? Because and it's kind of amazing that the judge didn't bring that up, because I'm sure if the tables were turned, she would have. But if she was the breadwinner for 90% of the relationship, it sounds like she owes him. She can't just leave him that, can she? Like that, can she? Because when the guy leaves the woman high and dry, they take them to court for, I need this much rent paid so I can get back on my feet. I need this and that. Are y'all willing to support the fact if he wants transitional support? Or is it, you're a man? And we're right back to that. I'm out.